Good afternoon and welcome to Big Blue Banter. My name is Eleanor Bevan. The NBA All-Star Weekend sparked lots of controversy around the league. This year's game had the second lowest viewing in NBA history, only beating last year's game in Salt Lake City. From the players to the organization, and most importantly the fans, nobody seems happy with the game. I know I wasn't. Even the highly anticipated dunk and three-point contests have lost people's attention. Something has got to change if the NBA is going to improve their viewership for next year. For more opinions and a recap of the weekend, let's send it over to Keaton Elliott, Jack Powell, and Caitlin Perkins.
That's right, Eleanor. While the All-Star Weekend felt like a pretty big failure, they did have a pretty cool event with the three-point shootout between Sabrina Ionescu and Steph Curry. People really seem to love that, but downside, that felt like the only successful event of the weekend.
I agree with you, Jack. The dunk contest was underwhelming, and for some reason, Karl-Anthony Towns was shooting deep twos in the three-point contest, and there was absolutely negative defense played in the All-Star game.
Although the West was stacked with some of the best players in NBA history, the East came out on top after it was Dame time. The first season, Buck had 11 threes, which got him crowned MVP.
Now let's get to the game. Quite the show they put on. We had over 400 points in the game, full of 24 of the best basketball players in the world. The coach of the Eastern Conference team has only been with this team not even for a month. Scotty Barnes was launching one-handed shots backwards. And we have two G-Leaguers in the dunk contest, which we're going to get to in a minute. And we also have Anthony Edwards just saying no one wants to compete, and this is a break for them. These are the obvious problems that are happening with the NBA All-Star game.
I agree with you, and speaking of Anthony Edwards, he made a joke that he was only going to compete with his left hand in the events, and everyone thought it was a joke, but he actually did it. And Luka Doncic is another star that isn't a fan of the All-Star game too much. Luka's been averaging 30 points per probably about 4 seasons now, and he has a combined 39 points in all 5 of his All-Star games, averaging about 7.4.
Okay, after that awful time, guys, let's talk about that dunk contest, or whatever that was.
Yeah, the dunk contest.
So, who do you all think that the judges should be? Because this year was pretty pitiful.
Need Shaq in there.
Yeah, I'm thinking Stephen A. is a good personality, and Spike Lee with his connection to the Knicks.
Yeah.
Pretty long time.
Even though he's not, he didn't play a lot of, didn't do any time in the NBA. I mean, I feel like Shannon Sharp would be just, you got to have him out there. The dude's just funny, and I feel like Jeff Teague also has built himself a platform to be in places like that.
I think Candace Parker, too, would be good. She's kind of the GOAT of the WNBA. I think you need to throw one of those in there.
Got to.
Absolutely.
I think a change of judges would be very beneficial. And another good idea maybe would be a celebrity dunk contest where they lower the goal. Even get Kevin Hart out there. I mean, personally, I'd love to see a J. Cole, Chris Brown, and DK Metcalf dunk contest. I feel like that could get pretty crazy and bring a lot of attention to the NBA.
Kind of like the thought of a celebrity dunk contest, but I mean, for me personally, the dunk contest, it's the NBA's home run derby, and what makes the home run derby and what made the NBA dunk contest awesome were the stars that we see in those competitions. Yep. The MLB doesn't send out minor leaguers to the home run derby. Yeah. I don't want to watch G leaguers who are the NBA's minor leaguers in the dunk contest.
Yep. I
don't know if they need to offer more and better incentives for the players or a longer break, but I just feel a certain kind of way about this because the dunk contest, that's the event I look forward to the most. And now it just stinks. I mean, Eleanor, how do you feel about this?
Totally agree with you, Jack. I think Simone Biles would have dominated the contest this year if she was allowed to join. I guess we can all hope that next year is more exciting, or else I'll be spending my Saturday night rewatching Grey's Anatomy for the 10th time. It'll probably be more entertaining. Well, that's all we have for today. We hope you enjoyed, and tune back in next week to Big Blue Banter.